surprise free agents, guys who aren't on this list yet that we could see. I'll start here. I'm going to name one of the two. I think it won't be both. One of the two star Chargers wide receivers in Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. The Chargers are way above the cap already, $45 million, I think. And a pre-June 1 cut would, for Keenan Allen, save $23 million, and Mike Williams save $20 million. Mike Williams is coming off an ACL tear. I mean, I don't think it would be surprising at all if you saw the Chargers say, we drafted Quentin Johnson in the first round. Joe Alt has been the name, the offensive lineman, but also Brock Bowers is a guy who's been mentioned for the Chargers. Like, they could go out and invest elsewhere or get a little. They're going to have to get a little cheaper at wide receiver, I think. This has been coming for them for a while. And when you spend that first round pick on Quentin Johnson, you're going to have to make some hard decisions. I think one of those receivers hits the open market for the Chargers. Breach.
Yeah, and you know what? I'll throw two more Chargers names out just because a big reason you're mentioning them is because they are so far off the salary cap, as you said.
That's why it's a great segue. Thank you. You're welcome.
And if you look at the defensive side of the ball, they have two guys, Joey Bosa, Khalil Mack, who both together carry $75 million cap hit combined. I mean, that's insane to have that tied up in the two defensive players. Khalil Mack had a really good season in 2023, so I'd be shocked if that happened, but $38.5 million cap hit makes you think maybe it will. And then you have Bosa, who's been dealing with injuries. And that one, I mean, look, you have a Harbaugh brother going in there. They do what they want to do. And if he thinks, why do we want to pay this guy this much money when he's injured all the time? So I would say out of those two, Bosa would seem more likely. And then in non-Chargers, we already kind of talked about Mixon, how he might end up leaving. That's not a huge saving for the Bengals. So that's not kind of surprise free agent here. I don't think that's a huge surprise. But Nick Chubb coming off this huge injury, if the Browns would release him, they would save $11 million in cap space. That is a hefty sum of money, especially when you have a team who was kind of trying to figure out their salary cap situation. So, yeah, I'll go with Nick Chubb.
Worth noting, Mary Kay Cabot, friend of the pod, reported on Thursday, today, like earlier today, that Chubb is going to be on the roster. That doesn't mean that, I mean, you're right. Like, that's still a hefty sum. It doesn't matter.
These are called surprise free agents.
No. I'm saying that people, like sources close to the team, are saying we're going to keep Nick Chubb around, but like that's not a guarantee. They may be banking on a restructured contract, and he might not do it, and then adios. Sorry, Sully, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. I thought the Breach was going for another answer. Mine, I'm cheating a little bit because it's more likely that this person gets traded more than they do actually hit the open market. But the Patriots would clear about $5 million if they cut Matt Judon, and I think that he is somebody that will be available to teams this offseason. Again, I don't think he's going to get cut because you don't cut a player that's that impactful. But he's also coming off of an injury. He's somebody who is 31, 32 years old. Doesn't really fit the timeline for this Patriots team right now, but would certainly be attractive to one of these contenders that are looking for a legit pass rusher. He's a phenomenal talent. The Patriots kind of had moved money last year to get him to kind of come out of this, whatever it was in training camp. It was like a hold in. He kind of was hanging out, but not really practicing. They moved some money up. He only has a base salary of $6.5 million this season. I think that unless you see something, an extension happen, he's going in the final year of his deal. Don't be surprised if you start hearing things about Matt Judon possibly getting moved.